What is up, guys? Welcome back and welcome in. I'm Smash, and today we're back at it again with another episode of Skybees 2. So last episode, guys, we had a funny way. We got the Nether Stars though. We killed the Wither in this box after nearly destroying our base a couple of times, and having to abort that mission. What we have I got one Nether Star at the beginning of the last episode. I've since gotten two more, just the exact way. Every time you do it, they do add, I believe, 10 HP to them, and they deal a little bit more damage. But not a problem for us. We just kind of did it. It's pretty easy. However, eventually, we will want the Wither Bee. Not the Wither Skeleton Bee, but the actual Wither Bee. And that is just Wither Skeleton and Nether Bee, which is totally fine. However, what we need is the Wither Bee Nectar block, and that requires 2 Nether Star blocks, which is 18 Nether Stars, and also 2 Wither Roses, which I believe we probably already have. Yeah, we do. Okay, so that's fine, but we won't need that quite yet, because what we're going to start doing, and I believe I have everything for it, is to simply get my... I was like, I knew I have them. Here's a apiary and one more with the beehives. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is 2 tier 4 apiaries, which will hold 18 bees. Now, I believe we put the apiary hive right here. Validate? What is invalid about this? Missing apiary storage block. Okay, so something about these is that you have to... It needs the valid apiary tag. So if we say like oak wood or oak log rather, it doesn't actually say anything. Whereas like glass, does that say anything? No. Let's try valid. Now let's try underline. We will also need this apiary storage, so maybe we just do this first. So we may have to come back to this, figure out what the problem is, but it's a big multi-block structure. Does it just require normal chests? It does. Okay, we just need 1 hopper. We're actually going to need 3 hoppers. And we also need more honeycomb blocks, which we should be able to make with some marble honeycombs. This is fine. Bloop and bloop. 2. And more honeycomb blocks, because we will need even more of this stuff. It looks like the tin will do us fine as well. There we go. Alright, there's 3 apiary storages. We need 1 more tier 4 apiary. And the tier 4 apiary, we just need to make the beehives. You guys know... we've done it before. It's been a while, but it's just a honey block with some random honeycombs, beeswax block with some honeycombs, and beeswax with honeycombs. And tier 1 beehive is just a beehive with grass, which is just string or honeycomb in some planks. So that's fine. Now, I believe if I do this... This right here is where we put our storage. Doop. And then when we do, is this still invalid? It is. Can I see like a Oh, there it is. Enable preview. And it's saying that my honey glass is the problem. Oh. So honey glass is the problem. Well... That sucks because that's actually something we really needed to do. But let me look this up and see if this is actually legitimately a problem or if I'm just not understanding right. But we'll do some research. We'll be right back. All right, so we did figure it out. What is happening is I put it right here in the second block. It needs to be right in the middle of this area. And now you can see we have our bees kind of moving. Our apiary storage is reasonably small, and you can upgrade them. Let me look here. AP, that's not how you spell anything like that. Apiary storage. We have iron storage upgrades, which makes gold, which makes diamond, which makes emerald, and emerald appears to be the biggest. We don't actually have emerald right now, but it looks like they're fairly easy to make. It's just another apiary storage to make each one. So each one will need two, and I think that that's fine. Let's see here what is needed. More honeycomb blocks. Well, to be honest, that's okay. What I want to do is start some of my bees back, and something fairly common, I think, would be our iron bees, because we probably will need those. Also, this episode we're going to need steel bees, so let's go ahead and throw those in. And we are, of course, going to need our steel bee honey blocks, our iron bee nectar block, something like this. So here's the plan. Each one of these apiaries can hold 9 unique bees, I do believe, right? 9 unique, 9 unique, 9 unique, 9 unique. Okay. So what we are going to do is I'm going to grab my axe, because that seems normal. My mattock. There it is. Doop, doop, doop. And here we go. And now what I wanted to do is this be iron and this be steel. We're going to sleep real quick. Alright, and now what we should be able to do is have 2 of each. And we're going to set them up individually. So once this one goes in the hive, I'll place the second one down. And what this does is it means that while this one's in the hive, this one's doing its thing, and I think that we should have less of time for some stoppage here, so that way that they're not all in the same block constantly. There's our steel bee, and we'll look at what other ones. This will probably be like our ingot one, so like we'll have nickel and other things like that. Once this guy goes in, we can go ahead and start looking at some other bees. The reason I'm saying that we need our steel bees is because... Boop. Alright, there we go. Steel is going to be used in the making. We're going to need steel blocks in the making of wax machine blocks, which we will be using in the pressure chamber to make pity machine frames for all of our industrial foregoing stuff, as well as in dissolution chamber to make a simple machine frame, which will be put back into a simple dissolution chamber for an advanced and supreme and all these other things. Now, this won't happen all today, but we are going to have to get into some of this stuff today. And that's why I think that it's pretty important that we just start getting that. And now this is kind of cool because it goes directly into it. So you don't have harvesting to go on. So every time a bee goes in, it comes out with stuff. So let's do like a nickel bee. Boom, boom. And this. Let's also do the lead bee. We only have one. Okay, so we are going to need another lead bee. Tin bee. We only have one. Redstone. We have, well, redstone will go in a different one. But basically, guys, I'm going to start putting all these things down. Here's my bloop, Nickelby. There. And we're going to put all these stuff down so we have 9 different bees. So right now we have 3, we're going to get to 9. And then we might do that for this one because this one's also set up and ready for us to go. And we will see you guys soon. Alright, so I did just realize I wasn't recording, but what we're doing right now is just turning this, we have it into an iron one. That will get turned into a gold one. And then finally, stop. There we go. And I think we can get up to diamond. Now one thing I am curious about is just how big the diamond one is. And it also looks like I can't pull it out. Maybe I can. Okay, you can pull it out as long as you have it down to 1 comb. So the diamond one is fairly large. That's good for us because we will need to be storing up a little bit of it. Not a superb amount or anything, hopefully, but just a little bit while we finish making up some more apiaries, which I believe should be doable here. Let's go ahead and make some more honeycomb blocks. Doop, 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 doop. And there we go. And now, what am I missing for apiaries? Okay, we are missing more tier 4 hives, so we're going to need a lot of honeycomb blocks. That's what I wanted them for. That's right. There's that. There's this. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and go through the crafting chain. We need 4 beehives, so we need... yeah, cool. So we'll just need 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go like this. Do I have enough grass? I do. We're just going to see if I can run it through, and if I can't... Ooh, missing some honeycombs. Doop, doop, doop. Yay. Tier 3. Pretty sure we're just doing that. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are those, and finally, 1, 2. Honeycomb. We have them all, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3. We're missing 1. Okay. Doop. Doop. And a doop. There's that. And then can I craft me 1 more apiary? Has to be more honeycomb blocks. Okay. Honeycomb. What do we have a lot of? Let's just grab another stack out of our storage. This is why I'm not processing them yet. So steel, steel. That should make 4, but just in case, we'll go like that. Just fine. And I maybe shouldn't be crafting up our steel because we actually do need it. Well, that's 7. This will be just fine. There we go. There's our final apiary, which we're going to have to pick up these bees before we do it so that the ancient bees don't keep doing ancient things where they're making a bunch of things. So we'll go ahead and pick up the ancient bees. We will drop down that beehive, drop down the apiary storage. And what I'm also going to do is put diamond storages on all 3 of these for the apiary storages. And then we'll go ahead and we'll reset up our centrifuge system. I do have a slight improvement to our plan for that, so stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. So we do have our diamond storage upgrades in all 3 of these. This is the only one that's producing anything as of right now. We still have to set it up, and underneath every single one of these centrifuges is an item pipe, and this is to export everything. Now we will have to actually get underneath all these, and this maybe I have to get back 1 more. Yeah, I do. Okay. Let me grab my wrench. There's wrench, pipe wrench. Perfect. So what we do is we need to set all these up to export, and you can't even see that you're setting them up, but all I'm doing is right clicking on all these, and as we could see is that if it didn't work, interesting. There we go. Okay, it's shift right click, so you actually can see it. You have to shift though. All right, there we go. We got export. Boom. And go ahead and throw all these back. So there's our item pipes hooked up. Now, we also have item pipes coming in, and I will set all these to export once we're ready. The other thing that we need to do is hook up two more things. Number one, we need power to all these, so we will need an energy pipe. And what I'm thinking about doing is having an energy pipe come up here and then split off the back of all these. Then we need one more thing, which is fluid pipes, and the fluid pipes will be in the front, and they will just go all to a honey congealer that goes right here. So that honey congealer will then go directly into our system, and basically everything will hook up straight to our drawer controller. Now, what we're going to do is once I get all the under parts hooked up and the centrifuges start running, we're going to turn, I want each of our honeycombs here to have a different purpose. So you see this is like our general center of the base. You have your bee area, and then I have magical, industrial over here, mob farms. So like we'll put the wither farm here. And this one will be power, and then this one will be whatever else we need it to be at the time, depending on what mod packs it requires us to get into. Maybe Draconic Evolution will need its own. Maybe we'll, anything really, right? So whatever does will. But for now, this will be the power generation side, and I'm going to put it in the back because I think maybe we won't actually need all that much in the future, which makes me want to put it up here. We'll see. Maybe we'll put it right here because I actually, kind of in the future, we're going to have the power mod, which will have these crazy reactors and things of that nature. So maybe we'll do something like that whenever we get, here it is, yeah, the nitro reactors, which are just absolutely insane, but it needs like 20 million FE to make. So we'll get there, but I think maybe for now I'll build it right here. So what I'm gonna do is actually let me see if we have flux ducts. We don't. Okay, so we will need energy pipes, which is fine. We just take some energy pipes. Those are normal to make, pretty easy. And basically, I'm just going to make a tower of dynamos. Let's see if I have energy pipe. I do not. So, real quick, we just need to, we have them bookmarked. I'm going to make probably at least a stack, probably more. But basically, what we're going to do is just make a stack of dynamos like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one. So here's 6, 7, 8 high. So that's 9 high total. And then what we're going to do is just get some dynamos. And we need it to be something that I can easily do. So we're going to do a little bit of thinking here. I'm thinking about not disenchants. We could do some form of food. Like make a potato farm or something of that nature. We could do that, but I'm thinking, let me see, like how much does this make? 16,000 RF. A lapidary dynamo with diamonds producing 500,000 RF. I think that would last us a very long time. And we're producing them reasonably quickly. We have A stack in 13. How easy is a diamond to get, right? So we get diamonds. I mean, yeah, I mean, one makes one, so it's not like it's any harder to make than any other thing. We just need to get the diamonds going. Once we do have them going, I think that this is fine. So if I just make 8 times 32 lapidary dynamos, uh, that should last us a very long time. It doesn't seem that bad to make, and then we can just have it running in there. Now, the other thing I kind of want to make is an energy cell, redstone flux cell. And you can actually enchant it with holding, which is fine. It's just an electrum gear, glass, and lead. We can totally make that. And you just dip it in destabilized redstone, which is totally fine. So we're going to go ahead and make those couple things. We got this and the 32 lapidary dynamos. And we'll make our little tower of power here. And we'll be right back, guys. All right. So I believe that we have fixed it. We've done it all. We got it all going. So let me try my best with what I have left of my jetpack that I need to charge up. Just what we've got going on here. Did I just rotate this accidentally? Potentially, but it looks like it's doing just fine. So right here, we have, so far, just 12 lapidary dynamos. All the energy pipes set to extract, and each one had 5 diamonds in it, inserting into this energy cell, which is acting as a little bit of a buffer. You can see it's filling up quite rapidly right now, so we don't need anything else. Now, we'll try to do this part quickly, but this goes straight, energy cell straight up, and we'll go back under there in just a second, but it goes up straight to the back of all these. Then we have our things set to extract. You can see they're all filling up on combs, all doing their thing, and none of them are going up. Now, the way we have it all set to extract is that they're all extracting into this item pipe right here, which goes to a network collection interface, which basically anything you put in it is inserted into the network. Then we just have network cable going all the way straight to our system, which hooks up into our drawer controller. Bada bing, bada boom. And, what is going on here? And yeah, why are you guys not hooked up to this guy? There they are. That was weird, right? Yeah, we're back getting iron. Our diamonds are all hooked up now. So what I'm actually going to do is do 2 stacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Something like this. And sure. Give them all 11 more. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and give all these lapidary dynamos something to do. And then I think that we can actually... ooh, that's what else we got to do. We need to set this up in such a way that it is going like this and like that. There's extract. And now this is also going to go into the system as well. Cool. So that works fairly regularly. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get into some other things now that we have this all set up and working again. I'm going to go ahead and set up the rest of the bees, make sure all this stuff is good to go, and we'll be right back. Okay, so taking a look at some things. First of all, we went ahead and made this expanded RF coil, which now allows this guy right here to store 4 million RF, which will be useful here down the line. Not yet, but it for sure will be. So we've gone ahead and done that. What I think we want to do is make these pity machine frame blocks. Now, what they're used for is a bunch of things in industrial foregoing. So we can start using things like fluid extractors to produce things. We can also go ahead and turn them into machine frames and a whole bunch of things. We can starlight infuse them from pity to normal machine frames. That will let us get into thermal expansion with induction smelters, uh, multi-servo presses, which is super important because we can start making weird things out of them, I believe, such as diamond gears, which will be needed. Yeah, we can multi-servo press this instead of casting it out, and things like that. So I think that this is our next step because I think this is our way forward in the pack to automation. So to do this, we are going to need to get into pressure chamber walls, as well as wax machine blocks. But that's just steel, trimmed wax, and wax planks like that. We could probably make a stack of these right now. So we'll just go ahead and kind of show you guys here that we can literally, well, there we go. So we made a stack of the trim wax planks, which gives us 8 wax machine blocks, and that's fine. And that'll get us going. Now, the pressure chamber walls are actually fairly simple too. We have reinforced bricks, which is reinforced stone. Reinforced stone is stone and compressed iron. Compressed iron to start with, we have to use explosion crafting and just iron ingots. So the way that that works, we'll go ahead and grab this. I will need some TNT, just a 1. And a lever, which of course we don't have. Boom, as well as a stack of iron. And luckily we do. We are running very low on iron. And that's just because our bees were not running for so long. So what we'll do is we'll just go up in the air quite a lot. Just to get away from our base, because we are launching some TNT. We'll go like this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if I go like this, like this, like this, and that, we should end up with 46 compressed iron ingots, and I think that that is more than enough to go ahead and start on this. So we have boom, boom. This is what we want, right? And how many? Make 16 walls. 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 9, 18. I need 2 recipes of this, so I need 16 bricks. So I need 4 recipes of this. Should mean I need something like, let's just do 32 of these. And that will make way more than I need to. Yeah, I made a stack of these. That's fine. Cool. We have those. We have that. Now what? We have our pressure chamber walls. So we need a couple of things for PNEUMATICRAFT. We need pressure chamber valves. And I need a pressure chamber interface. I need 2 interfaces and 1 valve. The valve is how we're going to get air into the pressure chamber, and the interface is how we're going to push items in and pull them out. So we are going to need a 1 valve, which should be, of course, we don't want the cheap stuff, or we don't want the expensive stuff. That should be fine, and then we'll go ahead and take, we only need 1 valve for now, so we'll just do that, the cheap version for us. And we'll go ahead and take 2 hoppers like this. That'll give us 2 interfaces. Now, I also am going to need some item pipes. Need some regular at PNEUMATICRAFT, these things, the tubes we just made. And then I will also need some chests. 1, 2 of those. All right, all right, all right. And then also, in order to power this, and actually we can kind of go like this. So in order to power this, we're going to use an air compressor first, a flux compressor. That looks expensive. Turbines. Yeah, we're going to need to do a lot of things for that. So let's just do the easy version, which should be an air compressor. An air compressor. There it is. Doop. Uh, this. And what do we need here? We need the reinforced bricks. Do I have any? What the heck? Oh, right. We crafted them all. Ah, okay. Well, let's just grab one of these. Let's grab 2 recipes of those. That should be able to give us an air compressor. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and set this guy up. And we're going to set it up right here. It doesn't take up a lot of space. So you just need a 3x3. And we'll go like something along the lines of this. We need 1 valve. And then actually, we need interface here. So the blue is our input. So we want the blue here. And then you'll see the orange being your output. Now you just need to go ahead and close that off, and that will complete the multi-block. Perfect. All right, now we're gonna go like this. So this is how it goes in, and then I will just go ahead and put an air compressor just like this. It attaches to the back, and we need some coal, of course. Coal. Doop. Stack of coal. And also, we're going to need a pipe wrench, but that's fine. So you just basically, ooh, what the heck? Oh, there we go. I don't know why that didn't work. Whoops, come on. We're going to use these as building blocks here. Perfect. Perfect. And we'll do the same thing on this side. So this will be the, I believe actually, now that I think about it, we can just go like that, and that should just immediately export. I believe we will need some of, I need a pipe wrench. That's what I'm looking for. Pipe wrench. And then also our machine blocks will be good. And what we're going to do is, now that this thing's working, why is it venting pressure? Let me just, I'm so confused. I think I hit it with the wrench and that's why. That was weird. Did it like break for me or something? That was super weird. Anyways, so you're seeing it go into the system, but you won't actually see it come out, because in order to make our pretty machine frame blocks, it says it needs to be between 4 and 5. So now you'll actually see that we have, looks like 4 wax machine blocks inside this system, inside of our pressure chamber wall, and until that thing reaches 5 bar, it will not do anything. Oh, there you go. Okay, so it actually did put the rest of it in there as well. So what we were going to do is we're going to get a couple more air compressors, I think 3 total, and that will probably help us to get to pressure a little bit faster. Alright, so we do have our 3 things going here, and they are working. Now, one thing about PNEUMATICRAFT is you can actually explode things, right? So if you get above a certain amount, your air compressors, your pressure tubes, and even your pressure chamber can actually rupture. So what a good thing to do, and things that I always do, is there's these safety tube modules, which are relatively easy to make. This requires a pressure gauge like that, and one more lever stick. There we go. And there is our safety tube. Our safety tube module. Pretty easy to make. Nothing too bad or complicated. And all I like to do is just stick it kind of like that. Now, what you'll see is that whenever we go over, we're just hitting about 2 psi. Whenever we go over, see how it says up in the top, it says threshold 4.9 bars. So whenever we hit 5, it will actually start venting, and it'll do that the way that it thinks it wants to. So cool. Well, we are just going to keep letting this thing work. Once it gets to 4, we'll see it in action, and then we'll be right back. All right, so you can see that we are a little bit over 4 to 5, and we have all 8 pity machine frames. Now, since there's nothing here, you can't actually see it, but you can see our safety valve working. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take all the coal out, because we don't want to waste it, and we're not using it right now. So there we have our 8 pity machine frames, and that is pretty much all we have time for today. That was pretty cool. We did a lot of setting back up. Now, one thing that I would like to note before we leave is just how backed up these apiaries are. Awesome. We have 8 bees only, and look at this. Completely full. All of these are working and full. We have power. Now wait, one thing is why are they not pumping? Ooh, that's interesting. Why are they not working? Is it because they have an internal buffer? Oh, wow, 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 wow. First, before we leave, guys, we need to fix that. Because what's happening is the fluid pipes were not hooked up as they're supposed to be. I already have them crafted. So we actually need to... Do I have the wrench? I do. So we're actually going to see if these can now keep up now that they're actually extracting as they're supposed to. So now you can see they're spinning again. Oh man, that sucks. I really wonder now if that was our problem all along. Yeah, we're totally just running out. But I think that that's just because these were all full internally. Now they're emptying out. So this shouldn't be full forever. So we'll see if this can catch up. I don't know if it actually can. But we basically have 1 centrifuge per bee right now. Actually, even more. We have 11 total, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 9. So we have 1 per bee. We only have 8 bees in here, but it looks like we have 7, but I think we have 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we have 8. So yeah, I mean, I think this thing should be able to keep up, but I really don't know. I mean, we'll have to wait and see, just to see what happens, but I'm hoping it does. Either way, we got our pity machine frames. That is just it, guys. And, yeah. So we have a little bit of base putting together done. We got our apiaries. We got our other stuff. We're doing well. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing. Click the links down below. You can follow me on Discord channel, hang out on Twitch, and as always, guys, we'll see you next time. Oh, yeah.